Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight is a Monday night, the 10th of July, and I am going to make over this post office box that you put up on top of your house, or not your top of your house, but on your house. So I'm going to paint a couple of birds on here, and I'm going to paint this whole thing. It's rusted looking kind of, and galvanized. So I'm just going to change it up a little bit and make it a little prettier. So I hope some people will come on. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock tonight, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm feeling okay, Miss Janet. I'm tired more than I thought I'd be. By now, I'm trying to wind down, and here I am online at 7:30. So I'm tired, and then tomorrow night I'll have to do my auction, the rest of that, so I'm going to be tired, but I'll make through, and we'll make this look pretty. Hey, Miss Jerry. Hey, Ellen. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is paint this black. I was going to use the chalk paint plaster because I do like this, but I think I'm going to make it black. I want to do something more severe to it. And thank you so much. I'm making the right decision, Miss Janet. Hey, Miss Lori, how are you doing? This covers really well, by the way. This is Waverly ink, and I'm going to go around the birds, but we're going to paint this whole thing black. It did, Melissa. It did. It was fine, even though she didn't want it, but it was fine. Hey, Diane. I got your money, girl. I'm going to wait until after the auction tomorrow night, though, and do everything. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you doing? So I'm trying to go around the birds. I will show y'all the birds real quick that I drew on here. So it's like that, but we're just going to go. I'm moving to Texas, Miss Ellen. I made an announcement yesterday on my auction. So I'm going to try to do this in 45 minutes. I have until 8:15, so Miss Pat, make sure you tell me. I'm only going to do the front. I probably won't get to the back or the bottom of this because it's just going to take too long. I just want to make sure I get it covered well and do the birds, and it may take me 45 minutes to do all that. So I just want y'all to know that if I finish it and everything, then I'll show y'all. Because if you were to have this hanging on your house, then you would see the bottom of it. Of course, the back you're not going to see, but if you just had it sitting in your house somewhere on a table or something, you might see the back of it. So I wanted to do the whole thing. And it looks like this so far. Okay, I'm going to dry it, and then I'll do underneath where it is. I'm not going to do the inside of it. I'm just going to do the outside and right at the top here that comes off. But I'm not going to do underneath because you wouldn't see that, whether it's sitting there or if you were using it as an actual mailbox, because it does open up if you decided to do that. But it's pretty. But I'll, dry it with the heat tool. This is more, what is that? It's a mailbox from Hobby Lobby, I think is where I got it. And I used it as a decoration, just sitting with some flowers coming out of it, which is pretty also. But I don't know, we'll sell this. Right before I leave, I'll do another auction so I can do the things that I've done all these days. So this will be in the next auction. It probably won't be in this one. I don't know if I'll do it, since I'm going to finish it tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to put this in it on this time or next time, but I'll do one more before I leave so I can get rid of all that stuff. Hey, Miss Bridget, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I'm trying to go under the lid here a little bit to get all of this. And it's painting pretty well. It's covering up everything. It's so good to see you. So we'll do all of this, dry it, and then we'll do the birds and everything. And I almost went on the bird. So I'm trying to go as close to it as I can, but I'm using a bigger brush. So I'm having to be really careful. So let me do all the other big areas, and then I'll get a smaller brush. So I'm just covering this. There's no priming or anything with this. It covers pretty good. You could take a clear coat and go over it if you want to. I don't generally do that for something that I'm going to leave inside. Yeah, some of them knew already because I had told them. And luckily nobody said anything. But I just couldn't stand it anymore. Sometimes when you're done, you're just done. And I was done. All right, I'm going to get as close to this as I can, and then I'll come back with a smaller brush. But this is pretty black. But yeah, they're going to miss me, I'm sure. And Dr. Bierman, he'll miss me, I'm sure, too, but that's okay. I gotta do what I gotta do. I just went over that bird's legs, or his, well, what I call his legs. It's his tail, really. I'm going a little bit on the bottom, but I'm not going to do it all the way. Hey, Miss Carol. Thank you for being here from Missouri. I live in Memphis, or really Bartlett, Tennessee. Trying to do this as close as I can before I go getting that other brush. Because this one covers better. Covers a lot more, part of this. So did y'all have a good day? I hope you did. It was okay for a Monday for me. I had clinic this afternoon and I had work this morning to do in the office. I'm going very slow right here to the bird. And right there. On the flat areas, it's easy to get close to with this, but when you do it the rest of the way. All right, so I'm going to kind of go down like this and make sure that everything is going down all the same direction so it doesn't look like I'm going every which way. So I'm just going over it one more time. Except where I got to get in between the birds and all that. But we want to dry all this so we don't have to worry about it. And before I go doing underneath it, hey, Crafty Farmer Lady, how are you doing? She had a pretty picture on her profile. What did you do work-wise? Oh, I'm a nurse. When I'm not doing my crafty stuff. In a GI office. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Now this is a matte finish, so it's going to dry flat. It's not going to be shiny or anything. But you could put something on it if you want to. Trying to stay cool. I know, girl. I was in Texas not long ago, and I'm about to move there. What part of Texas do you live in? I'm going to middle southern at Cuero, Texas. And it is hot. It's hot there. It was like in the hundreds. But it was in the hundreds here, believe it or not. Remember to stay hydrated. Isn't that the truth? Hey, Miss Robin, thank you for painting the page. Outside of Dallas, a town called Waxahachie. All right. All right, let me do this inside, then I'll dry this, and then Yeah, I've heard of that before. I didn't know where it was, though, outside of Dallas. Hey, Francine, how are you doing? I am going to move probably in August sometime. I don't know when I'll sell my house, so I may stay here until I do sell it. So I might be home for a lot of August and then leave towards the end of August. I've got to rent a truck or either get somebody to move me if I can try to call. I haven't had a chance to call UPAC yet because I don't know if they're going to go to that little town. That's the bad thing. They're kind of like Pods, and Pods does not go there. So I do not know how that's going to work. And if I have to do my own, I don't know that I can drive a truck that far with my car on the back of it. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. All right, let's see. Now, I'm not going to do the inside, okay? I'm just going to do this right here. Just the lip is all I'm going to do. I'm going to be living with my ex-husband, actually. So I do have a place. I do not have a job. What did you... Oh, they were not happy that I was going to go, but they understood. 7:40. Okay, good. Thank you, Miss Pat. Ooh, got a booger. There we go. All right, now I'm going to do... I will do the top of this, but I'm going to do it later because I want to make sure that I get the birds done, and it takes a little bit of time to do that. So right now, even though I'm going to do all of the top and the flap, then this is where the birds are, okay? So I have to take a smaller brush and go around the birds and then do the birds. Oops, so I need the black. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna need it. I'm telling you. All right, what did I do? Okay, so let me get the black here, and we're gonna go in between the birds, and then we'll paint the birds. I probably should have done all of the black or done this and then put the birds on it, but I didn't do that. So we're gonna go around it. You know, the crafty peep, Miss Tammy, she lives outside of Houston, and that's like 100 miles from me when I move. Yes, I'm moving to Texas. All right, so I just got to get around the birds here because we don't want to mess up where I've painted that. So that looks pretty good so far. Yes, I'll be still doing my crafting stuff. Actually, I want to do more of it because I'm not going to go to work right away. I'm having to be very careful right here in between. Where everything goes together. And just do it really close here. He's got some bubbles on it. So I'm going to try to go through there. These are leaves and things that are on the branches. So I'm just trying to be very careful in between. And we'll fix it if we mess up. Because I already painted over the tail, not paying attention. Yes, I have 2 sons in Texas and a grandson and granddaughter. And 2 other little boys that are like my grandchildren too. Let's see. And And I just want to be near my grandbaby. Having to be very careful in here. In between. Like this. That's the reason why I said I had to stop the black just for a minute to do the leaves. Like this. And then, let's see. And go very slowly right here as well. I told Elizabeth this is more her jam, trying to do something like this. Because I'm not used to doing all that, but I really wanted, you know, a picture on it. My shoulder still hurts a little bit. I don't know who said that, but I saw it, glanced at it. Did you get, no, I didn't get enough rest. I'm tired. Thank you, Miss Connie. It's a little big. I keep showing my bra, my brassiere, as we used to call them. All right, so now I'm done with that part. I think I've got it all covered, except maybe just that one little bitty bit right there. But everything else is just bird. So, we're going to see what we can do with just the blues. Now, I've got this. We'll take that black and put it down there, and I'm going to use this black if I need any. We're going to use a little bit of white. So I'm going to put that there. So far, so good with the new one. That other one was terrible. Now, I've got a 2 blue, and then I've got a blue kazoo. And I think that this is more of a blue color for a bluebird. It's hard to find exactly. Yeah, I have both of my sons are in Texas. My shoulder, it's tendonitis in my shoulder. It's better. It's getting better. It's just that I keep using it or doing something to it. No, I haven't tried the icy hot. I ought to, though. It is getting better, I promise. It's just still hurts a little bit. All right, so let me see. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to need anything else, but I wanted a darker color. I think the English Navy may be darker for me to do a little highlight with, so I'm going to use that and use this color. It may not be exactly like a bluebird, but we're going to do it as close as we can. So I just want to, okay, we're just going to do her head here. Let me try to do it. It's a pretty good color. Probably should be doing the pool color because this right here is not as good as a chalk paint to cover this, but I'm gonna try. Thank you for those prayers. But it may do okay, and then I can put something on there to cover it and make it better. Because this regular paint doesn't do on this metal so well. I probably should have done something over that. But we're going to just work it and see. It looks like it's okay. Thank you for sprinkling. But I probably will have to do 2 coats to make sure. See, this is what it looks like right now. But see the color? It probably is going to need 2 coats to make it prettier. Yeah, chalk paint is better. See how it coats? The black is like really coated well. It does a lot better on the metal. I did scrape it a little bit with the sander before I started, but I didn't really do it over the birds. So It may or may not be as good as it should be. But I'm going to have to cover it with something to make sure that it doesn't, you know, come off. It probably would scrape off. Thank you for painting the page. I appreciate that. This is a pretty good blue for this. And it may do better than I think. We're going to see, aren't we? This bird does better than that bird. I don't know, that's weird. Bidding wars for this one, right? That'd be nice. It's pretty. It's pretty, I think. I'll put either a clear coat over it of spray paint or do something, which I think this thing right here, this is called a top coat for furniture finish. If I put that on there, it probably would be good. I have to read it to make sure that it's going to dry clear, though. Thank you. $7.49. I have till 8:15. And I think if I put another coat on this one, we should be good. Let's see. Because you can kind of see the metal through there if you don't have two coats on it. But we're just going to do one right now because I know that it's going to be close to time trying to get it all finished. I want you to see it. But I'll sit here and finish it probably. But I kind of got tired of this and I thought, man, I want to paint on that, so I'm going to do it. Let me get this and dry it just a little. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to see how well that it does on the black. Not too bad, but it'll need more than one coat. That's for sure. Makes a noise, don't it? Okay, let me see if I can draw that. All right, let me get the blue off. Hey, Melissa Codry, how are you? Thank you for the stars, Jason. I didn't see that. Did you get your car? I don't know what that means. Where did you get your mailbox? I think it was at Hobby Lobby is where I got it. a long time ago, though. I haven't seen it lately. Alright, so we've got, now this color right here is Chestnut by Apple Barrel. It's more of a burnt color, like an orange color. And that's the way these do. They've got kind of an orange underbelly with a little bit of white. So I'm going to take this and kind of, I want it a little bit thinner because I want it to kind of go on there kind of transparent looking. So I put some water on it so it would be more like what it should be. And then the same thing over here on this side. Let's see here. Go slow so we don't get it everywhere. Okay, let me dry that a little bit. And we gotta put a little white in there. Hey, Miss Deb, how are you doing today? So good to see you. Hey, Tammy. Yes, I am. You heard right. It was okay, Miss Deb. I actually did better than I thought I would. I didn't have any conflicts or anything, and I didn't care, so that's really mostly what it was about. So I didn't care anymore. But I'm making it. Did you? I did okay. I really did. Thank goodness. Dr. Bierman didn't talk to me too much, though. I don't know if he's really happy I'm going or not. I told him he needs to go, too. Not to Texas, but to Chicago, where his family is. So, I don't know. He said, I can't go right now. I'm like, I don't know why not. He said, I told you I wouldn't retire until y'all do. I don't know exactly. In August, I have to come back from my vacation and work a couple of days so I can give my whole 2-week notice. I'm moving, Miss Margaret. I quit my job today. Can't you tell, less stress? Oh my goodness. Because I'm sure feeling less stress because I'm not worried about it anymore. So it just works out for me. Get it close here. Maybe a little bit right in here. All right, I'm going to try to dry that a little bit. No. My job was a nurse for Dr. Bierman at GI Specialist. Yes, it's going to be a whole new chapter. You got that right. I'm going to have a whole new, better life, and I'm just happy. All right, so I think that's okay. And really, I kind of like the way the black and blue is on the tail, so it's really not bad. Now, I'm going to use 2 different greens. I'm going to use an Arbor Green and a Lush Foliage from Craft Smart because I like this particular green for leaves. So I'm going to use a dab of that and a dab of this one. Thank you. I'll show y'all before I do the flowers, or not the flowers, but the leaves. So we're getting there. You know, once you get the eye on, I'll be doing the top too, so don't look at that. I just know I'm not going to have enough time. Uh-oh, it's going to tell me it doesn't understand me. So I have 16 minutes. Nothing like those grands. I know. I will. Thank you. I used to work with Miss Tammy ages ago. All right, so I'm taking these leaves and I'm going on it with the lighter color first to paint each one for the background color. There's going to be a little bit of brown because there is a branch that's brown. And we're just kind of going to do leaves on this. Let me kind of make that look a better leaf. And one right here to make it look more like a darn leaf. Get it right up against the birdie. It'll look a lot better when I do the different colors on there. When they're drying, they're kind of really light. So all of these are leaves, kind of gathered together. I really should be doing it with a different brush, but you know how I am. Once I have one in my hand, I don't want to let go. You still have your pen? Aw. You're going to have to go watch and Gnome TV. Oh, good. I sent her some goodies. Well, you can yes, I'm going to still craft, Miss Janet. That's not going anywhere. I'm going to be happier. I'll be doing some fun things, let me tell you. It's a lot different than the way it is now. So, yes, ma'am. I want to concentrate more on this. I know that I need a job, but I just don't think I'm gonna, because I need insurance. Just in case I get sick or something. Thank you for saying that, Miss Pat. Yeah, Melissa, I'm moving to Texas. That's the reason why I asked you where you were from. Because you live closer to me than most that live in Texas. A lot of people live in the northern part of Texas that are on here. Let's see. Okay, so part of this is brown. Let me see if I can find a brown. This is sort of a brown, but it's not the brown I want, but we're going to use it anyway. I don't know where the brown is. Ugh, is this it? Nope, it's gray. Here's a burnt umber. Maybe I can use that. I'll use burnt umber. Yes, to be near my babies. I'm just going on a whim. My goodness. Yeah, this may be better using the darker one. Because it shows up a lot better. Maybe you would like being an agency GI-nurse where you work more on your own. I don't know. I'm over being a nurse, period. So I don't know that that's really what I want to do. I'm thinking more along the lines of Hobby Lobby. I don't want to do anything where I have to think like I do now. I'm so drained when I leave work. You just have no idea. I don't even know my name some days. 804. Thank you. Okay. 804. All right. Hobby Lobby nurse. If there was only such a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not. All right. I'm taking a little bit of the black. Doing his little leg. A little foot here. Whatever that's called. All right. Is that black? That's navy. I'm sitting here doing navy. Are you really cute? You would never have any money if you worked at Hobby Lobby. I know, right? I'm hoping I can talk them into doing some classes or something. And offer that to people, but who knows, you know, they might have their own thing. All right. So let me get my other brush. And we're going to try to put some different color in here. So I'm going to take this navy that I tried to pass off as black. Really? Yeah, I think they do some at Michael's. But I don't think they have a Michael's. So that's not going to work. That's cool though. I haven't even seen classes in my Michael's here. And this needs a little black too. It's just a little harder on metal to try to do this, but I'm trying. Trying to give it a little bit more color in here. But part of the beak also is black. Yeah. Okay, I was just checking what y'all are saying. Community colleagues have offered painting classes or senior communities. Not thinking work, just paint work. Yeah. I don't know about that, girl. Oh my goodness, no. I make kind of a mess, really. I think I do. Look, I got paint on me. Not exactly. Okay. All right. Let me get a little bit of the black because we want this to be black. And I'm going to use just a little bit. I'm leaving it silver so you'll be able to tell between that black and this black. Fine details. Yeah, just a little. They help sometimes. Let me do this one. to get a little bitty brush so I can do the eyeball. I have to go under my glasses. I'm really bad, y'all, to get this because I'm awful at seeing. Getting old is for the birds. I should have done this ages ago. Instead of now when I can't see, I can't hear, can't do nothing. All right, let me dry this, okay? Because the eye will dry, it'll like drip or something. And hey, Miss Della, how are you doing? At least I'm seeing it as Della. My eyes are terrible. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Oh, it's looking good. I got to do the color. How much time do I have left? Let's see, I got 5 minutes. So I got to fix the leaves a little better and put the white on the eyeball. Thank you for the hearts. All right, let me see here. We're going to get the white. I'm going to stir it up some so it's more liquidy instead of dry. White dries really fast. Woo, that's hot. Golly. Oh, I can't touch it. Come on. Is it dry? Yeah, it's dry. Gosh, that was hot. Can't even put my arm on there. Let's see. Do this again. All right, you gotta be just gentle. And then. All right, come on. If your brush is not pointy enough, make sure you roll it back in there. Because you want to go all the way to the end. The same thing here. There we go. Now you can see them better. I may not can see without looking under my glasses, but it says, do you have a place picked out where you're moving? I'm going to go to Cuero, Texas. And then, what else was I going to do? Let's see. I got to do the green. Got to do that real fast. Now I'm just putting a little bit of the green. I really need the other brush. I don't need this one. This doesn't do right. So let me see. This one, it needs to be this little one, like this. You need a flat brush, but a small brush to do it. And then it turns out better when you do that. You're just wanting to give the leaves a little bit of dimension with the two colors. And you can go back on it if you don't like it. And I don't. So we're just going to kind of mix them there. I'm just kind of trying to go on one side of it and then kind of mix the colors together. Just kind of working it in, but you really need to do both of the sides at one time, and I'm just trying to get the colors on here because I want you to see the difference. So I'll make it look better and take a photo. It's just I'm under a time crunch here, you know, and can't get it exactly the way I want it. That's the way it always works. But you just want a little differentiating between the colors. Just a little bit. But when you mix the two, it just comes to life a little better. This one's just not so good right now, but it's looking good, looking better. Oh, it's time. All right, so this is it right here, but I'll finish it and then you'll be able to see it. So I don't know who's up next on Craft Round the Clock, but I hope you'll join them on Craft Round the Clock page. Thank you, Miss Jan. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. It's your 4th or 5th time. I don't know what that means on here. Thank you, Miss Ellen. Thank y'all for coming on. Hey, Shalon girl. Yes, it's 8:15, so go see the next presenter, and y'all have a good night. I will take a picture of it when I'm finished. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Bye.